Hello, good afternoon. I am Caroline Dunlop, your Chief Recidivism Crusher here at Recidivism Crushers Organization. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing great and having a great weekend. You had a great week so far. Well, today is Tuesday, and I have been doing so many things. We have a lot coming up for the month of May. Like I said, all month of May, we are doing the mental health awareness. But however, today we are teaming up with the KAIROS Outside Ministry. So I know a lot of ladies and gentlemen who are familiar with the KAIROS Prison Ministry. Well, this is a KAIROS Outside Prison Ministry. And if you're not familiar with that, I would definitely tell you and make you today tune in to Recidivism Crushers on my Facebook and YouTube Here Today channel, so we can see it and you can watch it and get information and pass it on yourself, because KAIROS is a very wonderful ministry. It goes far beyond prison, and I wanted to implement on that because it means a lot for people who are broken. Because when you go to prison, from my experience when I went to prison, and the first thing I thought of when the door closed and I realized it was just me, myself, and I for however long I was there, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's just, my time just started. So I mean, you think about all kinds of things. So having the prison ministry, when it was shared with me during my time there, it saved me. It helped me so much, because that ministry it mirrors what God's love is supposed to look like. So those volunteers and men and women who serve on that great prison ministry, that's what they do. They mirror the love of Christ through that. So that's the things that they were doing while we had our KAIROS Inside experience. It went far beyond what we could ever expect. So I definitely would advise you, and please, you guys, tune in today to Recidivism Crushers on the Facebook or here on YouTube channel, Recidivism Crushers, because we will be airing our KAIROS ministry and talking about it and giving you information. So like I said, tune in and stay tuned in for that. So other than that, let me leave you on this note. with it being mental health awareness, I wanted to share some of my own experiences with mental health and with my bipolar. And being bipolar means that I'm either extremely happy or I'm extremely depressed. And it's never in the middle. There is no middle. And when you see me, I'm collected, I'm together. And that's not just medicine, it's meditation, prayer, collective thoughts, retraining my brain. So it's actually a whole process, because when you have mental health issues, tying your shoes, doing your hair, picking out a dress, where should I record my video for today? What type of shoes should I wear? Those things are very hectic for someone who has a mental health disorder. And especially for me, it's magnified. I magnify everything times 10 all the time. So that's what it's like for me. So if you have a mental health issue, and that is maybe you have bipolar as well, it's just the same thing. You feel like you're going crazy. And that's how I felt for the longest time, until I realized I wasn't going crazy. My mind was just out of sorts, and my body wasn't making what it needed to make for it to compensate, because I had been traumatized. When you become traumatized, your body releases all kinds of crazy things. I don't care what doctors, it is proof if you watch someone unravel. The second you are traumatized, it does something to your brain, and that also reorchestrates and repatternizes your brain pattern. So it does a lot of things to your mind. So that's when you say, oh, well, that's the year when so-and-so lost their mind. Trauma. It's because of trauma. It does not excuse it, but it explains it. When you have trauma that is a emotional and psychological thing, it ruins you, because it starts on the inside. Remember, your mind is the battlefield. So when you start on the inside, those landmines are already exploding. So just think about that when you think you're judging someone. You think you're not, but you really are. Just go back in your mind to remember when you think that little ripple started, when that behavior started. Trauma. It all goes back to trauma. Nobody just changes overnight. That's not how things happen. Yeah, we're born a certain way and things happen, but it doesn't just happen one day. Trauma. So just think about that for your mental health moment for the day. And I just wanted to drop in, but I wanted to let you know that we're going to be airing today for the KAIROS Ministry Outside. So please tune in. And remember to crush it, kill it, and leave it. You guys are awesome. You rock. Stay tuned in, and I'll see you again.